Fort. Negative, she said through the mic attached to her helmet. I'm going in. With that, she steadied herself, and along with Roscoe, hurried the few yards to the ground, relieved to see that team member Chad Watson came down seconds after her. Ava dropped, unhooked the harness, and turned on a low crouch, ready to return fire. Chad, take Custer to the south and wait, she said, referring to Chad's canine partner. Start your search there. We have a situation here, ma'am, he reported back. I have a situation and I can handle it, she replied. And Buster will cover me, right, Buster? Affirmative, ma'am. I'm about 20 yards behind you. Buster Elliott, all 250 pounds of him, was with security forces. He'd been assigned to watch her six while she searched for the boy. Good thing, too. More shots hit all around her, and Buster returned fire while the chopper hovered. Don't engage, she warned the gunner and Buster through the mic. The boy could be down here. Heavy footsteps stomped through the woods, echoing toward her. Ava belly crawled to an outcropping of shrubs and rocks, Roscoe doing the same behind her. Then she lifted up to a crouch. Letting out a gasp, Ava stared at the man standing a few feet away with what looked like an M4 aimed at her. The Red Rose Killer. He hadn't wasted any time in confronting her. Now her only concern was for the boy. Did this monster already have Turner? I'm not here to hurt you, Boyd Sullivan said, anger and annoyance singing through each word, his blue eyes cold and icy. Backing away, he held his rifle trained on her, but his gaze darted back and forth. Tell your man to back off. Ava lifted her fist to tell Buster to hold fire. Then she held her rifle trained on the tall blond man wearing an old beret. What do you want? Roscoe hadn't moved from his alert, but his big dog's low growl indicated he was very aware of this intruder. Buster should still be nearby, too. Ava knew he'd have her back, and even as big as he was, he'd use stealth while he kept his rifle trained on Boyd Sullivan. He'd also fire if he had to. Pretend you never saw me, Sullivan said. That's all I need right now. Ava didn't dare let the killer know she recognized him, or ask if he'd seen the boy, in case he wasn't aware. And she didn't get a chance to react any further. Bullets pierced the air again in a rapid explosion. Ava hit the ground and ordered Roscoe to do the same. Buster returned fire and took off through the woods, all the while communicating with the hovering chopper above. And then it was over. The woods went silent. Ava lifted her head and tugged at her rifle. Still lying low, she adjusted her aim. But Boyd Sullivan, the man known as the Red Rose Killer, had disappeared back into the woods. The shooter had covered his escape. You saw the Red Rose Killer. Rain flowed like a dam had opened all around FBI Special Agent Oliver Davison. Tired and in need of about 2 days of uninterrupted sleep, Oliver stared at the tougher-than-nails woman who'd called him to these woods to report what she'd just been through. Tall, red-headed, brown-eyed, and clearly in no mood to bicker with him, Senior Airman Ava Esposito appeared to have things under control. A security force's military working dog handler, who was used to rappelling out of choppers alongside her canine partner and working with search and rescue to find injured or compromised troops the world over, she didn't seem the least bit fazed by the gully washer trying to knock them to their knees, or the fact that she'd come face to face with a notorious killer. Come face to face and lived at that. Which was why Oliver had a hard time believing her. The Red Rose Killer didn't mess around. Boyd Sullivan hadn't made it through basic training and never had a relationship last longer than a few months. The man had gone off the deep end in a way that had become very personal to Oliver. Sullivan had killed 5 people in Dill, Texas, where he'd grown up, including Madison Ackler, who had been Oliver's fiancée at the time of her death. His fiancée, but she'd also been in